Now you know my story, Meg. I will call you Bubu. You are the warm and wise night owl. Had you not been here in that first year, how lonely my dark spirit. How unguided my purpose in this strange place. The land of the Yura, the Gadigal. It is a comfort to share memories with you, Bubu. You will remember our first year together. I arrive quite in shock, as you must also be. The weather so black on the last leg, so wild. I spend the storms screaming into the dark. I do not pray, I never have. My soul just bellowing. And not for life, but for relief from torment. I don't believe I am afraid. I am summoning my courage from the dark. I am not weeping. All my tears have dried. I do not weep again, not until recently. So strange to weep again. Anew, waking to find my pillow wet from dreaming. Ghost of a woman. I have lost my intention of what I am to do here. Without Thomas, without our child, far away from all our plans. Such bewilderment. I have run away, taken to the sea. I have come here for my freedom, for a future. A state of shock, no heart entire to grieve my loss. That ship would take me to the other side of time. Yet here I stand, lopsided widow, bewildered under an Antipodean sky. Indeed, there we are, two widows, sharing the same tent. Ah, and you, Bubu, your husband lost at sea, my husband lost on land. Your kind eyes, your clever hands, I follow you every day, limping to the coast. We walk for many miles, searching, seeking, on the fringe, exploring the littoral zone. In time, we bring our baskets, collect cockles and whelks, smash oysters from the rocks. We venture inland, pick strange fruits, gather wild herbs. You seem to have a sense. You always have a purpose. You know what to do, where to go. And so, I follow you. I help when you deliver babies. I carry water, wood. I light the fire. I wash the linen. All the while, my hardened heart, dolent before these mothers, jealous of their babies, breathing, crying, feeding on their mother's milk. My breasts are long dry, my belly shrunken, finding its way back to my body as we walk and walk. We help to build and feed and heal this outcrop, clinging to the coast like a tiny cluster of limpets, clawing, mute, ignorant, unwitting, despondent. Drums and bugles and scarlet soldiers. They leave us alone to find our own paths, their grim focus always on the convicts, bent to pick and axe and saw. How they toil, following orders like the caged animals that they seem, glowering. Yet how those ragged prisoners grin at the summer sky, kept distracted by their orders to build and clear and grow. As I pass on my way to the coast, I know I begin to see a new hope glimmer in their eyes. I watch their dreams renew. I wake to the urgent call of ravens. But it is not from my dream. No, this is human, female voices calling. Distress, murder. They killed the gamekeeper. Organ echoes, heightening the pitch. I rise, I release, I dress quickly, I go to the door. There is disquiet through the streets. The air is full of smoke, heat is heavy. There is talk of murder everywhere. Murder and revenge. I head to the stream. Meg is there already. He was walking towards them, one hand held high. He kept walking. He was talking to them in their jabber. Then it came hurtling, hidden in the trees, a weapon, double barbed, a death spear, straight to the heart. I wait for the sky to shift, to lift, some change, some release. Nothing. The air is charged with violence all around. Always violence in this scratched out town. Floggings, hangings, death and violence, revenge and retribution. Meg is silent. I know her thoughts. She knows we agree. I go inside and gather my hat, my basket, some meat and seeded bread. I must go to the point. I must find some relief. I must breathe. I must see the women. I will speak with the Starman. I take the eastern path to the promontory, through the clamour and the blue-grey smoke, ash and burning leaves all around. I feel sweat drip and slide from neck to breast to belly. I did not wash today. I know not if I taste sour or salty. Everything sullied with smoke. A welcome breeze stirs as I ascend the path. It will be clear on the point. Gura, babuga mali, yanma mali. The air around the Starman will not be charged gossip and hysteria. He will not be gripped by this fever. His passions run deeper, more fervent. He is not a man of violence or retribution. He is like Thomas, a man of peace and quiet contemplation. So alike, a few years older, a few years more training and experience. What brothers they would be. And Meg's husband, a trained soldier, yet skilled in carpentry since childhood. We find so few like-minded souls. What fast friends, united in purpose and vision, combining our skills and ideas for the better here on the land of the Euro. Ah, I sounded again. I remember words from the notebooks. Yura, people of this land. Land that we have cast upon and somehow claimed under a thin, fluttering pennant. Here on the shores of a harbour richer, deeper than we have ever known. The smoke catches at my throat. I cough. I breathe in deeply. Something snatches passage on my breath and sits there in my throat. Ash? Leaf? No, it moves. A frantic buzzing to escape. It is an insect lodged deep in my pharynx. I stop on the path, quite uncertain whether to swallow or to spit. I am suspended.
Dear woman, are you all right? You stopped so suddenly.
I look behind to see the captain, my mouth stuck open, caught in indecision, my twisted face a picture of distaste. I think, good sir, I've swallowed a fly, I croak. He laughs and says,
What is it to be? Spit it out or wash it down?
We're a hungry colony, I manage to say. I'll take it for my breakfast. Here, my flask. Rum and water. Fit baptism either way. A seasoned panacea. I accept his flask and take a sip. It clears my throat, but for the memory. Gak, I vocalize, and grin in self-deprecation. He laughs and pats me lightly on the shoulder. For that moment, I forget my dread. I forget the violence, the air charged with panic, and the thirst for blood. You're going to see the lieutenant, he asserts, more than asks. My friend, he adds, there on the point, gazing out to sea. Ah, yes, it's far too early for the stars, I add. No, Eliza, what dull entendre you summon for this glossy Garuda. Indeed, very true. Walk with me, madam. I am to see him today as well. We climb the eastern path towards the promontory.